Yo, what's up everybody? I just wanted to do a quick video as I've been in some conversations talking to some men because on this channel we all about really just living the best life you can as a man after 50. So for a lot of the guys after 50, of course, staying in shape is still very important, but they don't have time to wait and have a little quarantine 15 because a quarantine 15 for them means that now they're going to be focused on trying to lose some weight. And that may not come out today, 55, 60 years old. It's going to take some time. Maybe if you're 20 years old and you've gained a little weight over the quarantine, you might be able to drop that weight in no time. But my older men know how hard it's going to be for them to do it. So right now, let's kind of discuss some of the ideas. And what I'm hearing back from some guys is, look, I don't know when I can get back to the gym because we're being quarantined. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to work out at home. So this video is going to be addressing specifically that topic. So first, how bad do you want it? If you really want to either reach your physique goal or whatever health goal you have, then really you don't have much of a choice. Did you have a choice on whether you wanted to go back to work when the office closed down and they sent you home to work from home? Did you say, well, I guess I'm not going to work then because I'm not working where I want to work? No, you still had to get your job done. I don't care whether you have a bunch of kids, a wife at home, whatever the deal is, you're doing what you have to do in order to make sure that you keep that money coming in. Well, the same thing goes on for those of us in the iron game, those of us who are totally committed to working out. Whether the gym is closed or not doesn't make a difference in what I plan to do. My goal is still to have the body that I want to have or to have the health that I want to have. And I'm going to do that, whether it means I'm doing a bunch of push-ups at home or whether I'm still sitting up here trying to maybe do some lunges with a broomstick going up and down the street. It doesn't matter. And that's what you're going to have to do. So let me say, figure out how bad you want to do this because there are pros and cons to all of this. And that moves me into number 2. What are some of the pros of buying some home gym equipment and what are some of the cons? Obviously, the big pro is, as they say, you're the biggest guy in the gym and the music is always what you want to listen to. You can't beat that option. Of course, the other thing is, look, you never have to wait on someone doing curls or, Miss Hot Yoga Woman doing doing her stretches in the power rack. You can't beat that. So to that I say, it's equipment, it's money that's well invested. Not only is it going to help you during this quarantine, but it's going to help you after this quarantine as well. So the other pros is you can do the workout that you want to do. There is no waiting on equipment. There is no, there's no staying away from people because right now, of course, most of the places have a 6-foot rule. So you have to stay 6 feet away from other people on the machine. And here's the other thing, who wants to go into the gym and work out with a mask on? I mean, I know it's there for our purposes, for our health purposes, but at the same time, when you're trying to do some 20 rep sets, right now I am doing Fortitude training by Scott Stevenson, and it requires these things called pump sets, 15 to 25 reps. Needless to say, it's hard to perform that with a mask, but I am at the gym doing so. Not nullifying what I just said, that's going to get into another point in a moment, but I'm going to wait on that. So those are the pros of working out at home. Then there are the cons. First of all, it's going to be that initial investment. Yes, it's going to be hard. Right now, home gym equipment prices are just going up astronomically. People know that now there's a premium on barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, plates, you name it. I can't believe how expensive this stuff is. But here's the good part I'm going to say. First of all, again, if you do it, if you buy it, it's yours, you keep it, no need to give it away. I know that's rough, and if money is already a struggle, it may not be something you can do. But if money is not that much of a struggle, or I will say the money that you may be saving if your fitness club has suspended your membership right now, take that and buy some equipment. I ended up plopping down $250 for a barbell, and it was considered a relatively cheap one. It wasn't a nice, Rogue, beautifully balanced, precision barbell. But I knew I'm still using the barbell that I've had since 1994. So I know I can get some mileage out of this one because it's even better. So I wasn't trying to buy the best, but I had to pay for what I had to pay. Why? Because that's another video. My kids work out with me. So I needed another barbell while everyone's at home right now. Another con is you don't get away from everyone. I just alluded to the fact that I'm going back to the gym a few days. Why? Well, because it gets me out of the house. So I may not like working out with the mask, but at the same time, working out at home in the garage, my area is getting colder as we are now it's almost winter time. Even though I'm out here in t-shirt and shorts right now, it's still cold in those early mornings. So for me, I can get out to the gym because to go down to the garage, it's a bit colder. And so right now, you know what? That's kind of a con. I need to get out the house. I need to be around my old gym friends, if you will. And so that's something else that you lose by training only at home. And then you may have to lay down some laws and some rules in your house. Now, if you're the type of dude that already does not want to do that, if you call yourself, I have a man cave, and you're the man paying the bills, and you pay the cost to be the boss in your house, then number one, you've already lost. Because there shouldn't be any place you can't go in your home and be by yourself and have some seclusion. But that being said, maybe it's like that for you. So that might be a con. You might feel like, well, if I go down into the basement and lift, then my wife's going to come down, the kids are going to come bother me. I'm going to tell you that's systemic of another problem that you probably need to work out, because you're a grown man. So you should be able to go be by yourself. You should be able to go handle your business and work on your physique without having to worry about your wife and kids. But I know that's going to be a con for some people. We already know the pros and cons of the commercial gym, but this moves me into kind of a hybrid. Well, this is a time that for those of us who do go to the commercial gyms or have memberships, and we also have home pieces of equipment, now you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get a chance to go to the commercial gym. The good part is not a whole lot of people are there. We know how it's going to be in about a month when January 1st gets here. And once that happens and the new year begins, everybody is going to want to come back in the gym and get their fitness on. We all know they're going to be out of there by hopefully, the second week in January. But some people stay, and I applaud those that do. Not hating on those that do, but it does make the gym a lot more congested. But the good part is, the pro of going to a commercial gym right now, it may not be as populated, and you can just put your headphones on and you can just kind of do your thing and not have to worry about it. That's kind of a good part if there's a little bit more peace there. You might not have to wait on a power rack nearly as much. You may be able to go to a commercial gym and actually be able to have access to more weights. So, of course, the con is, let me add one more pro. You're paying for a gym membership. If you like me, money, we over 50. Money doesn't grow on trees. You're working and hustling every day for your money. No one likes the fact that gyms are still trying to figure out what they're going to do with your membership while everything is going on. But a con for the commercial gym. Certainly, again, as I mentioned, you're going to have to go there, put your mask on, social distance. Those are going to be some rough things to do, especially if you train hard. There are going to be some obstacles there. Just parking in the lot, going into the gym and doing your thing, it's not that easy anymore. Just like going out to eat isn't that easy anymore. So that's going to be one of the other cons for going to a commercial gym. And then I'm sure in some places they don't necessarily know how are they cleaning the equipment, and are some pieces of equipment unavailable simply because they are forcing people to social distance in the gym. So I get those as well, which takes me back to the hybrid routine. Maybe do a few days of your routine at home and then do a few days of your routine in a commercial gym. That's what I've done with my training. I know there are some days that because I'm training close to failure, doing the squat, going close to failure on a squat at my age is not the thing to do, especially when I am really hitting in this portion of my program, I'm hitting legs multiple times a week. My lower back can't stand that, especially for everything that I would have to be doing. So my lower back isn't going to take, just kind of that redundant pounding and holding on to the weights, no matter how good my form is right now. So going to a commercial gym, maybe using the leg press, using the lying leg curl, seated leg curl, whatever, using hack squat, etc. Those are things that begin to take a little bit of pressure off me, and it really complements my routine a lot better. So I can plug that in with the sets and the reps that I plan to do, and yet on my heavy days, when I am going to heavy squat, when I am going to heavy deadlift, when I do want to go heavy on the bench press, I can still use my squat rack at home and get those things done. So that's a good way to kind of number one, it gives a little bit of variety to your training. And then number two, especially if you're working from home and you have a lot more flexibility, going to the gym on those days that you know it's not going to be nearly as populated, where it fits your time. For me, on my days off or on a weekend is ideal. I know Saturday and Sunday the gym is not nearly as full in the morning. That's when I like to train. So I can get in there, get it done. And then the other 2 days I'm going to lift, I'm doing it at home. And so, invest. I'm really overall, I want to encourage you to invest in that home weightlifting equipment. Just go ahead and do it. I mean, I know, again, it's not cheap, but try to find a way and work it into your budget. Because, man, look at it like this. Many of you probably prepped real well in order to get yourself together for, when the apocalypse is going to go down, and, you got your water, you got your meals, you have this, you have that, you got your weapons, you have your ammo, you have all of that prepped well. But were you ready and prepared for when they now shut your gym on, keeping your body together? Because a whole lot of guys call themselves prepping, but they rolling at about 350 pounds and 5'3". And, you better have a lot of ammo because you won't be running far to do anything that you plan on doing. So what are you doing to make sure you have your body nice and prepped and together? Because obviously, when things got shut down and life changed for us, it wasn't necessarily from one day to the next. It's been gradual. It wasn't fast, and it was just little places and little parts of our lives here and there. And then a lot of people were caught not having any fitness equipment to stay in shape. And we need to stay in shape. Over 50, it's hard to get back into shape, okay? So, continue your fitness routine at home, at the commercial gym. But if you have to do it at home, make that commitment. And I'm going to say this one more time before I go. Get that goal. Be determined to do it. You're determined to make that money every day. Be just as determined to get your body together and get that workout in every other day or every day or whatever you need to do. Don't let some quarantine 15 or some quarantine 50 just totally wreck what you may have been working on for the last year of your life and making a change that's going to impact the rest of your life. And lastly, look, you can give your home equipment away to your children one day. For you guys that have kids, whether they're older, whether they're younger, we all know how it goes. Kids are going to want to start working out a little bit later. You can give it to them. All right? So that's going to be it for today. Hey, like and subscribe to the video below. Feel free, give me your comments. Love to hear them all. Love to keep the conversation going on again. Look, fellas, stay healthy. Keep building a strong mind. Keep building a strong body. Talk to y'all later. Peace.